Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We are so glad to have you here with us today. Today's topic is God making everything new. We will return after a few messages from our sponsor.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love, because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Did you know that the Salvation Army produces podcasts in both English and Spanish? One of those shows, Heartbeat, is a 1-minute show about real life. This show comes out twice a week and touches on topics that affect everyday Christians. From finances and prayer life to dating, marriage, and mental health. Here's a clip from our latest episode.
The list goes on and on. It can be challenging to take a break from all the noise. And when you do stop, you get anxious, worrying you're going to miss something. What would your day look like if you intentionally took a break and unplugged? Instead of endless scrolling on your phone or tablet, you put it down. And you take the time to settle into the peace of God's presence. Share what's on your heart and listen for what's on His. You may be surprised in what you hear.
Listen to the Salvation Army's Heartbeat wherever you get your podcasts or visit salvationarmysoundcast.org.
God is making all things new. Written by Vivian Bricker, read by Rochelle Alberti. He who was seated on the throne said, I am making everything new. Then he said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. Revelation 21:5. Whenever we spend time outdoors, we are reminded of God's beauty. This is why I enjoy spending time outdoors. The beautiful blue sky, the shining sun, and the singing birds help me to remember that there is still hope in the world. Since my days are often spent in doctor's offices and clinics, it is a nice break to step outside and enjoy God's craftsmanship. However, if we do not pay careful attention to this beauty, we will miss it. I have noticed many times in my life that I have had a habit of rushing and missing out on these beautiful things. Rather than slowing down and fully absorbing the sky or the clouds, I'm just rushing from one place to the next. Ever since I was diagnosed with an autoimmune illness, I have slowed down and started to take note of these parts of God's creation. One of my symptoms during a flare-up is extreme lethargy. I cannot move as fast as I would like, so I must take it slowly. This has been a blessing in disguise, because it helps me notice all the little things in life. The blossoming of the flowers, a few storm clouds in the distance, or the happy face of a stranger as they pass by. If we slow down enough, we will be able to notice all of these things. However, you don't have to undergo a traumatic diagnosis to start appreciating all of the things God has placed in the world. Taking time to notice these things will help us have a healthier outlook on life. Even when things are not going upward, God is still good, and He is still in control. On the other hand, sometimes we can notice all of the bad things in life. It doesn't take much to notice this, such as seeing our loved ones in pain, being diagnosed with an incurable illness, struggling with mental health issues, or witnessing the death of someone we love. There is hate, bullying, and mass killings going on every day. When we look at these things, we see the world has come a long way from the way God created it. God created the world perfect, but sin changed everything. Genesis 3:1-24. Illness, sickness, evil, and death sprang into being. This is why terrible things happen in the world. It is not because of God, but rather it is because of sin in the world. The world has fallen, and it is filled with all of us who are fallen sinners. we get hurt by others, and we hurt others too. Intersecting faith and life. In the future, God will make all things new. The Bible tells us, He who was seated on the throne said, I am making everything new. Then He said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. Revelation 21:5. This is a wonderful promise given to us by God. The fallen world we are living in will be destroyed and created new. Evil and pain we see today won't continue for all eternity. There will come a day when light finally reigns. No longer will we see anyone get sick or die. Instead, we will be living with the Lord in perfect harmony. He has blessed us by dying for us, and for all those who place faith in Him, we will be able to see the beautiful creation that is to come. Therefore, as you slow down and notice these things, trust in God. He is there through the good and the bad. We can appreciate the good while also being aware of sin in the world. Both the good and bad can help us be encouraged and yearn for better days. One day, all things will be made new, and we will live in the new heaven and new earth with God. We can all lift our heavy hearts in praise for this truth. Regardless of what you are facing today, things will get better. Maybe they won't get better today, but they will be healed and restored at the end of all things. Lean into the Lord, cultivate your relationship with Him, and focus on Him above anything else. Have you taken time to slow down and look at the beauty of the Lord around you? In the same way, have you noticed the sin that is so prevalent in the world? How can you appreciate the good while also acknowledging the bad things in the world? How does it feel to know God is going to make all things new? Further reading, Isaiah 65:17 through 19, 2 Peter 3:1 through 13, and Revelation 21:1 through 27.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Bankson, a board-certified clinical neuropsychologist and host of your Hope-Filled Perspective podcast. After 30 years in the mental health field, I am passionate about helping you regain hope and transform your life. Join me and my amazing guests as we tackle real-life struggles with compassion, vulnerability, and biblically based insights. If you're ready to renew your mind and find practical solutions to life's most common concerns, subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform.